This is really
And
just
so-
a therapy session for Emily.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our vlog. Today, we're gonna talk about how we met, because we kind of get that question a lot. And it's kind of an interesting story, and it's super fitting since we are youth pastors now, that we talk about how we met because, you know, dating and things. And we met when we were in high school and started dating in high school and all that stuff.
So yeah, this week we're gonna be just talking a little bit about how we met and how we started dating.
Yeah.
So we met in our high school small group. At our church, we had these small groups that we would get together and we'd hang out and we'd talk about the previous week and just everything that happened at church. And so it was during that small group that Emily and I met. And when we met, she liked me a whole lot more than I liked her. Like a lot. In fact, I did not like her at all. But yeah, so she continued to just flirt with me, and eventually
This is a really formal way of telling the story, and it's not believable. This is not a real way we would tell the story to anyone.
then you tell the story.
It's not that, it's just you sound very formal, and in this story, it's not like a super formal. Let's tell it from my point of view. So let's take you back to when I was a freshman in high school. Me and my friends were like, oh, what small group were we gonna go to? Because like we had we're 8th grade going into freshman year, it's the summer, and I was like, what small group we're gonna go to? So we went and tried this one out, and I was like, cool. And so we're going. So fall rolls around and we're starting school, and so we're like, hey, let's go to the small group. It meets on Monday nights at 7 p.m. So we went. You don't need all these details, but it's important. So we were going, and then we were having a small group one night, and let me tell you, this small group, there were like 3 boys, max, 3 boys. It was awesome. So it was just me and my friends and a couple other people, and then 3 boys. So it was awesome, and we were having the time of our lives. So we were like having a small group one night, and we're playing this game. I don't know what game we were playing. I don't remember it exactly. It might have been 2 Truths and a Lie, but I like Tom. He came in and he sat down in the back, and he's so cute, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. And I died a little bit.
I had a
on the
bowl
inside.
cut at this point, so
He
I don't
was
know why she thought it was cute.
So cute. It was
So
awesome.
bad.
He was so cute. So I was like, I love you so much. No, I didn't say that. Forget I said that. I didn't. I thought he was so cute. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so like we're continuing on, and then we'd come to small group every single week. So Wednesday night I'd be like, I'm looking for him at church. I'm looking for him everywhere at church. I'm like, no Christian. Whatever. Because we went to kind of a big youth group. So, oh no, it was actually a very big youth group. It wasn't like a surprise if I didn't see him. So he kept coming to service, and I guess he was coming to service, but he came to small group, and they'd be like, who's at service? And he'd raise his hand, and I was like, you are not at service. I looked for you everywhere.
So weird.
I know. I can't do this. I can't do this weird.
It's too late. It's already happening. Everybody knows now.
Yeah. But I was like, you're lying. You're lying right there. So, I don't know how to do this. This is going to be too long.
No, this is great.
No, this is
No, it's just gonna be you embarrassing yourself.
No,
and
I don't want to
this will be in it
do
too.
it. No, okay, let's try this one more time.
Nope, this is it.
No!
Keep
Okay,
going.
but for real, let's start over. For real. Can you do my wedding ring?
1 second.
Anyway, now that I've embarrassed myself thoroughly, hopefully he edits this out of the vlog. Thank you. I thought that was necessary. Back to what I was saying. Anyway, so we met in high school, and I thought he was the cutest person ever. And he went to my school and everything, and we never met at school. We only met through church. And like I was saying, he said he came to church, but I never saw him. Whatever. And so he raised his hand every week, and I was like, you are a liar. But apparently, he was serving and
I
on
was
the production
volunteering.
team.
Yeah, so I was in the back booth, like helping out with like the video stuff, and so you wouldn't see me unless you were intentionally trying to stalk me and be weird.
I mean, even then, I couldn't find you. So, here we are. So anyway, I had a crush on him from like, let's say the second half of my freshman year of high school, pretty much for the rest of my life, obviously.
But we didn't start dating.
So we didn't start dating until I was a junior.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 full years later is when we started dating after we met.
Yeah.
So we met, and so at the time, my best friend, her brother
was my
was
best
his
friend.
best friend.
So we hang out
So we'd hang out in
mutually
groups.
often.
Kind of often, not like all the time, but like
Pretty
sometimes he would come.
often.
I hung out with them all the time, and then he was the kind of person who's like, maybe. And so then he hung out with them.
I don't like social interaction, so when I hang out with people, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal because he never came. So we'd hang out, and then like we'd talk in small group, and then I'd be like, and then we'd play games, and I'm gonna stand next to him during the game. I didn't sit next to him during small group, but I was like, I'm gonna stand next to him during the game, and I'm just gonna wear him down until he loves me. That was my plan.
It worked.
Anyway, so we're like going through time. We're time traveling now. We're just continuing on.
This is
So
a mess.
I'm going into, it's the summer before my junior year of high school. And it's May. It's Memorial Day weekend.
How do you know
And
this?
I'm like driving with my parents. We were just coming back from a trip. We went to like the town I used to live in, and I get this text on my phone. And I was like, who dis? And it was Christian, and he sent me this text. It was about t-shirts. And I was like, no way, he texted me. Oh my God, he texted me. I didn't say that out loud, but then he texted me. And I was like, ah! It was about t-shirts. We never got those t-shirts, by the way, but it's okay.
Oh,
We're
no, we never
talking
did.
about t-shirts. And I was like, this is the best day ever. So we started texting, and we kept texting, and then we were texting, and then to park my friends, and I was like, guys, look, it's happening. And so we were just texting, so we were like, kind of talking, kind of not talking. So we'd be texting, we'd hang out with our friends.
And while we
walk.
were texting, she would tell me about how she liked me.
I never said that. So he keeps telling people this, but I didn't. And it wasn't like it was ever a secret. Like I told everyone, and you obviously knew, okay?
No,
Okay.
you confessed.
Whatever, I don't remember doing
You-
that.
she
I don't remember
confessed.
doing that. I don't remember
She
doing that.
confessed.
All he did was say, I don't like her. And I was like, whatever.
I didn't. I
He's
told her
like,
to
I
find
don't really
somebody
like
else.
you. Find somebody else. I don't like you. And I was like, oh, awesome. Thanks. Great. I'm not going to do that. So but this is what he does. He texts me every single day. Every single day.
I'm a
every
nice
single
friend.
day. And then in the
I'm a good
summer,
friend.
he's like, I'm going to go to Haiti and I'm never going to text you again. So he goes to Haiti and he texts me like randomly, like once or twice a week. But like before he was texting me every day. And then he's like, I'm going to text you sporadically. And then so I was like, whatever,
I was
moving
living my
on
best
from this.
life.
So I was like doing my thing. I was in martial arts at the time, so I was going there like 8 hours a week. And I was like, whatever, I'm gonna channel my energy into productive things. So I did that. And then he starts texting me again.
I'm
Again.
a good
Oh,
friend.
no, I texted him on Thanksgiving and I said Happy Thanksgiving and he never texted me back. And then he didn't text me back on Christmas again. And I was like, wow, you are mean.
Okay, maybe I'm not a good friend. I take that back.
And then in January, so I was like texting him first all the time and he was not texting me back. And then January rolls around and it's my birthday. And I'm like, I don't have to put up with this anymore. And I was like,
I don't know any of
this
this
is my
story.
17th birthday. And he texts me and he says happy birthday and he sends the princess emoji. And I was like, thanks. And then he texts me again and I was like, nope, I'm not texting you back anymore. So that day I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. And so then we like carry on from there.
This.
He starts texting me every day again in January. Every day. My birthday's January 14th. From then, he's like texting me every single day. And I'm like,
I don't remember.
why don't
this.
you not like me? Why do you not like me? Why do you not like me? So what's happened was our original life group ended before our junior year started. So I started going to another one. And he didn't go to the same one. And I was so bummed at that time because I was like, oh, I want to go to the same life group. So he goes to another one and I go to this one. And so starting that year, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to 2. So they met on separate nights. So I was like, I went to the one that I wanted to go to. And then I went to the one he was at just because. And I did not have a good time. But I went.
If there's ever been a definition of thirsty, it's Emily Lamb.
I did not. I was like, I'm just gonna go. So I went, and I only went like 5 times. So in the course of time, every time he would talk to me while we were there for a long time. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so he kept texting me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So we're gonna text. I'd see him at church, ignore me, not speak to me. He'd be like, no.
It's a bad time.
He'd say 2 words to me, and then he'd move on, and I was like, okay, you can do this. You can talk to me over the phone, but not in person.
What 2
Whatever.
words?
So I was like, whatever. I was so mad. So one night after church, me and my friends were sitting out there, and I was like, listen to me. This is what's happening. You need to help me.
This is really
And
just
so-
a therapy session for Emily.
They're like telling me. I'm like, this is what's happening, and what do you think? She's like, you need to tell him, like, you either need to figure out what we're doing with this, or we're not gonna do this. Like, they're gonna be something, or we're not, because I don't want you to be like leading me on and playing these games right now. And I was like, oh, that's good. So I like sent it, and I was like, okay, here's the ultimatum. I think you like me by the way you're acting. You either do or you don't. And he was like, we will only ever be friends. I don't like you like that. And I was like, Awesome. Cool, thanks. I didn't cry. I wasn't upset. I was like, that's fine. Good. You do you. I'm going to do me. And so we carry on. So I decided, what did you just say?
Nothing.
I didn't cry.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You told me you did.
Well, I did not.
You lied.
I did not. I mean, I don't remember crying. I remember being fine.
I remember you crying. Well, I
remember crying during the text.
Yeah.
But I didn't, no, like when I was texting because I didn't want to do it. But I don't remember crying because of that. I was like, it's whatever.
Fine. You don't really like me.
Okay. Anyway, continuing on. So I sent him a text and he's like, we'll only ever be friends. And I was like, cool. Good night. So we don't talk for a couple days. I did text him. I remember texting him about a prayer request.
We don't talk for 3 days.
We don't talk for 3 days. So I was like, I'm going to go to this life group one more time. So I went to his life group one more time. And he talked to me the whole time for a half an hour afterwards.
That's what friends do.
And I was like, okay. Okay. So I left and I didn't text him. I didn't say anything. I just left. And I was like, okay, moving on. And he texted me that night and he's like, I made a mistake. And I was like, yeah, you did.
I've never seen you be this passionate about this story.
And
ever
here we
in my
are.
Life.
Here we are.
And then we started dating.
Then we did start dating. I mean, I wouldn't exactly follow my methods. Like when people ask me for dating advice, I don't exactly like, I'm like, sometimes I think back and I'm like, well, it is by the grace of God that we are married, because if I had asked anyone for the advice that I would give people today, I would have like been like, bye.
Because it was creepy as
Bye.
heck.
Not me being creepy, you being a jerk.
Fair.
He was not nice. And like now, if somebody like came up to me and they're like,
That's
this
fair
guy's
enough.
doing this, I'd be like, leave him in the dust.
Oh yeah, if I ever
And if,
met,
if like somebody had the story we did, and
if
like,
I met me like 3 years ago, I'd be like, dump him.
if we were in this moment, I'd be like, you don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that.
I was a jerk.
He was a jerk.
I probably still am.
So that's why I have such a hard time giving people dating advice.
I still am.
Because I'm like, here we are. But that's what I'm saying. So he's not a jerk anymore. He's really not.
Kinda.
Jesus worked on him
A lot.
a lot. So that's how we are here.
Don't
That's how we're here
emphasize a
today.
lot so much like you agree with it a lot.
I mean, just talk to me now. So, and then like, so that's what we did. And we dated,
3 years?
yeah.
No.
So we dated, and ooh, something just fell out of this desk. So.
How long did we date before we got engaged?
So we started dating in February
Of 2014.
2014, and then like,
Got engaged September
yeah.
2017.
But we didn't tell anybody, which is also kind of weird. But we didn't like,
No.
we talked to our families about it, but we didn't tell really
We
anybody.
got married
Listen to me.
September of 2017.
Yeah.
I said engaged.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, back to what I was saying about we started dating. We started dating and like we just hung out with our families. And we didn't like tell the whole world because at the time I had a new best friend, which sounds bad.
Right.
It's not bad. I had a best friend. My best friend, who like, we were getting really close. She hated Christian for valid reason, obviously.
But now she loves me,
But
so it's
now
fine.
it's great. But at the time, she really hated Christian.
Shout out to Carrie.
She really hated Christian. So like we didn't really talk about it a whole lot. And she was like, not a good idea, and I was like, it's fine.
Yeah, Karen hated me.
She also hated me when we first became friends too. But now we're best friends. Take a picture of Carrie
It's true.
at our wedding. We're all best friends. So anyway, we didn't really talk about it. Then in June we like started dating, posted it everywhere, and then yeah.
Right, I took you to a British food truck.
Yeah, so we went to a British food truck for
our
lunch.
first
Was
date.
kind of our first date, and then like our first like official date where we went and did something. We went ice skating. That was really fun.
It was also like 3 months into dating that we
Yeah.
went on our first official
It was like
date.
June. It was June, actually.
Wait,
Aw,
so
that's so
February,
cute.
March, April, May, June. 4 months after we started dating,
We went on like
finally
an
went on a
actual
date.
like date. Aw, that's so cute. We went
It's
ice
kind of
skating.
weird. Not cute.
I wore an orange dress that I bought in New York. Because I went on a school trip and I was like, I bought this dress and I'm gonna wear it.
I don't know what I wore.
Aw, I have a really great memory.
Probably jeans. I only wear jeans.
So yeah, so we went ice skating and then what else did we do?
Went
We
to
did probably
dinner.
yeah, went to dinner. And so then we dated through high school. We
And through my college.
into his whole college career until it was right when he was a senior.
My senior year of college, I proposed, so we got engaged September of 2017. engaged September 2016, married September 2017. There's a big sign that says September 2017, and I still can't remember what year we got married. Also, it's not even been a full year, so I really should get this date right.
Yeah.
September 2017, we got married. September 2016, we got engaged.
Yeah. And it was an exactly 365 day engagement.
No, it was going to be an exactly 365 day engagement. I had it all planned out. September 9th, I was going to propose. We had already booked our venue, so that's another story for another time. We had our venue booked before we got engaged, but anyway, so we knew we were going to get married September 9th, 2017. September 9th, 2016, I was going to propose because she was expecting me to propose in the spring. So I'm getting it all set up and I'm texting her saying like, hey, what are you doing? Like, let's go on a picnic. And
no, we're going to the drive-in.
Yeah, but I was going to bring a picnic basket.
But it was a drive-in.
It's a picnic. Picnic drive-in. Regardless, we were going to go out on September 9th. And then she texted me and was like, hey, yo, I got some tickets for my brother and peace.
I did not say that. I said, hey, I bought my brother these tickets for his birthday and it's going to be on September 9th. That's fine, right? And I already bought it. And I bought them for me, my brother, and my sister. And I was like, that's going to be fine. And so I told him. And he was like, what if I had something planned? And I was like, did you? And he's like, no. And I was like, then what's the problem?
Like, well, actually,
he didn't ask me about the picnic before that. I bought the tickets like in April.
Engagements are typically surprises.
I'm just saying. So he moved it to the next day. I still haven't gone to the drive-in. BT dubs.
I'm trying to take you.
That's true. People ask me like every other weekend to go to the drive-in.
And she's like, I can't stay up that late. You know what time those movies end? Like midnight.
Right, and I work on Saturdays.
Get over it. You don't need sleep.
Whatever. So, that's how we met. That's how we got engaged. I think we'll talk more about like everything whilst we were dating eventually. Because it was fun. We dated and it was kind of crazy.
I might need therapy before we
had
go
like
to that.
We had lots of different friends. We did lots of different things. We like were super involved in church, and then we just attended church, and then we like started volunteering again, and then we led a small group.
We went through a lot of different life
lots
things.
Lots of things happened in 3 years. And
during
it was
our
awesome.
dating.
And it was really awesome, actually. Yeah, I mean, actually, it was awesome.
I'm learning a lot about
but
how
we're
Emily
going to
actually
talk about
feels.
this more. So the reason this is important to talk about right now, like how we met, is because Christian likes to talk about it in his sermon. And recently, he was at a church preaching. It was at a youth service.
I only tell the truth.
Okay, I mean, I was a little bit of a stalker at the time.
There it is.
But we're not going to talk about what it was. We're not going to talk about what he said. I was a little bit. You can have that. But he like painted me as like the creepiest person in the world.
You were.
Stop. Don't say it.
She drove past my house.
I don't want that in there for real. I don't want that in there. I don't want that in there.
Why not?
I don't want that in there.
Why not?
Because that's too much.
You're the one who did it.
I did. Yeah, but you like said it like I kept doing it. I did it one time.
Okay, she did it one time. Apparently just one time.
One time.
Her mom, though, made it seem, whenever I found out about it, she made it seem like they did it
But
often.
listen to me. So I guess that's what it did. And he painted me like the creepiest stalker in the whole world at that service. To all of these people that I don't really know. And I was like...
You won't see him again. It's fine.
Yes, I probably will. They're in all of our stuff. They're going to be at Momentum. They're going to be at camp. They're going to be at all of these things. And you're like...
Well, I hope they remember you as the stalker girl.
I'm so, like, devastated right now.
I'm
that
dead.
this happened. I was like, great, thanks. And then he tells a story about how we met and about how he's mean to me. And, like, he's on. And I'm like, wow, that makes me sound really bad, too. So just so you know, if I was me then, I still wouldn't have taken that advice. But we did because God really wanted us to get married.
I don't know anymore, but you seem very intense.
He did. Christian. Yep.
Now our video can't get monetized. It's PG-13 now.
Why?
You kissed me.
Is it really?
That's disgusting.
It wasn't gonna get monetized anyway. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed today's vlog.
We've really got to get better at these endings.
I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. If you want to know more about our story and our relationship and
make sure
all these
you
things,
like this video so that we know that you like this crazy thing where she yells at me and I found out all these repressed feelings. And if you haven't already, please, please, please subscribe. We would love for you to join us on this journey with us. Hit the bell in the corner so you can get notifications every time we post a video. We post every single Monday. And be on the lookout. Next week, we're going to be posting about summer camps that we're headed to. And actually, when this video posts, we will be on our way to summer camp. So the following Monday, make sure you stay tuned for a recap video of that. And then, you want to tell them about the week after that?
The week after that, we are going to learn how to dance. And we are going to start with the In My Feelings challenge. It's going to be beautiful. And I can't wait.
Dancing's really a struggle for me.
As well as me.
So let me just show you a quick clip of what it looks like when I was dancing while we were in LA after I lost a Truth or Dare. So that's what we have to work with, and if you want to see more of me inevitably embarrassing myself, you need to check us out in 2 weeks for that video. And that's it.
All right, thanks for watching, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.